Hey there, guys. Kyle here, and that's Kyle Robinson at Kickstarter Automation. What we do is we specialize in like trade-based automation. So we help to automate their sales and marketing. So today we're going to be showing kind of the things that we do for painters and the trade-based industry on how they get a lot of leads for their business. And what we're going to tackle today in the next 5-10 minutes is showing you how we can start qualifying a lot of the leads that we get from a lot of the top lead sources today for our business. And those top two that I'm going to be sharing with you, the strategy and the solution, some of the tools that we use today for fellow painting based and trade based businesses. A lot of them are all pretty similar because we all require kind of a free estimate or a free quote so we can learn about the job and be able to provide an estimate based on the type of scope of the job. So the top two that a lot of trade-based businesses get is one is paying for leads. So a lot of it could be third-party sites that specialize in like stars, like house stars that have all the different types of trades and send you leads. And that's kind of like the third party way that a lot of construction and trade based businesses get leads today. And so you would then get an email to you about the lead that you get. And so what problem that presents for running a small business is that the challenge that it presents when you get and pay for those type of leads is the time. So the time is that you get that information, you get that lead, and just go with me here on a kind of a scenario here. You're either going to a job or you're on a job, or let's say you're on vacation and you get these leads, and it takes time to follow up with them to ask the questions: what type of job it is, what kind of budget do you have, and what time works for coming out to see the house or the job site. So that's one scenario where we get leads from. The second one is a popular one is our own website. So we've done a lot of kind of other marketing activities to bring traffic to our site. We're getting leads from our website. So based on the leads that we get on our website, the same problem exists, is that we still need to qualify the leads that come in off our website. So the second thing, other than time that it takes to follow up, the second is to delegate. Now, once we ask the questions of what type of job it is and what's the budget when you're looking to start, is how do we delegate who actually will be doing the follow-up, who will be doing the estimate. So if you have a team more than a couple of estimators, you can delegate who is the sales owner based on that lead. So that's the other thing that you can solve by using automation. So we're not going to be talking about the sales pipeline in this video, but just on the top of the funnel on how we can start qualifying a lot of the leads that we get. So the first thing that I'll show is a website. So we have created kind of a demo site. It's called painting.kickstartautomation.com. So this is like a theme that we've built to kind of show you a working demo of how it would work on your site, for example, in your business. So what we've done is, let's say here on your website, you get people to fill out, if they want a free painting quote, to get their first name, last name, phone, and email address. Now, this is the strategy. So this is the second way that I was saying that we get leads for our business. And the first one is when we get information from third-party sites that I was talking about, we also get this information emailed to us as well. So staying on the tangent with the leads that we get from third-party sites that we pay for, when we get those like email responses to follow up with them, we need to have some automation that follows up with them. Say, hey, thanks for interested in our business. Please click this link to tell us more about your job. And so we need to have a specific page for them to fill out more information about their project. So, and that's where this leads to as well. So that's kind of the solution and the strategy. So here is the second lead source. This is the website. So this is our demo site. could be an example of you using sales automation, marketing automation with your own website. And we've, again, just made a demo purpose here. So first name here, let's call him Jeff. And Jeff, his last name is Robinson, and his phone number is 250-667 or 666 625-992. His email is jeff@fakeemail.com. So let's hit submit, shall we? So now what this happens is it's going to now more information about the job. So mostly on most websites, we typically just get the basic information just so that we don't scare them and filling in too much information at the beginning. Once they've kind of filled out a few fields on our website and they've hit continue, they're going to probably go with 99% of the time, they're going to want to fulfill the rest of the questions that we have for them. And so what we just did is if, for example, somebody just filled out the first form, if they do not fill out this, quick quote 2, what happens is if we now bring up Infusionsoft, the sales and marketing automation, this one campaign we've designed to get people to fill out the second form. So that one now is that test that I put in. So they went into this bucket or sequence, I should say. If they filled out the first quote, but they don't fill out the second one, let's say they filled out quote 1 and then, they were busy cooking and then they left. So what happens is that they stay in this sequence until they fill out form 2. So by staying in there, we're going to then follow up in 30 minutes and say, hey, we need more information. So I'll just go into the email here. And this email is just going to send an email to that new lead saying, hey, thank you for sending your information. We need to get more information. So we'd have a link here then posted to this second form for them to fill out. Once they fill out that second form, they will then fulfill this goal and then move on and move into our sales pipeline. And our sales pipeline, that will be in another video, will then have our whole sales process, and we'll move them through the different stages so that all the leads that we get from all these different sources, we all follow up with them when they go through the sales process like every other lead does. So we make sure that no leads fall through our bucket. So the scenario where we were paying for leads, for example, we were paying for leads, once we get their lead information, they would then come into this as well. They would come into the sequence and say, hey, thanks for sending us your information. We need to learn more. And then this email as well they'd be getting would be linking them to this form as well for them to be completing. So again, what we just addressed there is the time component. So you don't have to spend the time calling them back up to learn about the job right away. You can get them to fill out all the questions that we need so that we can then start delegating to who on our team should be following up and creating an appointment for the job. So now what I'm going to do is, now that I'm in that purgatory spot right here, so if we go back to the reporting, you can see that I'm here in the middle. I can double click on it. It says one waiting here. So in probably 10 more minutes now, I'll be getting that first email. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to fill this out and report. So what is the most important criteria about your project? It's quality. What is the main reason? I'm buying and moving in soon. I'm looking for it to be an exterior job. When are you looking for it to be done? The 17th. Let's say the 30th, I need to get started. What is your budget? 2,000 to 5,000, and then any comments. So once we submit that, and it goes to the thank you page, then we can go into here, we can refresh. And now that 0 went into 1. And so now we have created an opportunity. And in another video, we're going to be then showing the sales pipeline that new contact went into based on the information that they gave us. So just to recap, what we've done here is kind of showing you kind of the strategy and the solution. And some of the strategy that kind of we have problems and challenges in our business is we get lots of leads, but we don't qualify them at the beginning. And that's super important because once we start qualifying them, asking the right questions, we can then start having automation here, start educating them more specifically what they're looking for and educating them what we've done in the past and successes and case stories very specific to their buying stage. So we can have automation, just closing out on the end of this video here, we can be solving the time component to actually, instead of trying to call up and try and learn more about their information, they'll be doing it for us. And then the second one is delegation. So based on when they send us their information here in quote page or form 2, we can then go ahead and start going to the next stage to actually set up a time to get a quote done. So this is only the first component of what we do, sales and marketing, automation for trades and painting-based businesses. And this was just showing an example of how we can start working with your existing site to start automation happening in the background so that you can work on more projects in your business and have automation do a lot of the work in the background when you're busy doing what you're doing or out on vacation. Okay, that's Kyle signing out, and hope you have yourself a great day. Talk to you then. Bye-bye.